to another edition of the Webcomic Beacon Presents First Issue.
I'm Marcus.
I'm Melissa.
And I'm Fess. And this is Barack the Barbarian #1 from Devil's Due Publishing.
Incorporated. Okie dokie.
So we got two covers. Cover 1A
yes.
and 1B.
Yes.
Now,
I'll have to tell you which one you have.
Yeah, it's
That's kind of nice, actually.
What's really cool about some as I've gotten more into reading, like, not DC Comics, we're in season 2 of first issue now.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the other publishers, Xenoscope's is really good about this, about like putting like little clips of the other, and IDW too, but of the other comics covers, so you can be like, ooh, that one.
I want that
cool.
cover. You know, like that cover looks better than the one I got here. Let me see if I can find it in the store.
So.
Oh, you can get posters of both of them.
Oh, that's cool.
So you can get the Sarah Palin or Red Sarah cover poster.
Red Sarah.
Yeah.
That was cool.
The story of this is quest for the treasure of stimuli.
Yeah. Which at first I was thinking, oh god, this is gonna be boring.
Like
shit,
I was thinking like.
Oh, like he's just gonna be
like stimuli.
Stimulation. Well, you see the chick on his leg randomly.
Well, there's that too.
That
then you also see the Red Sarah cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Sarah Palin. But no, I'm thinking like stimulus package or something.
Oh, that's the point.
Yeah.
That's what it's supposed to be. But
yeah.
Part 1 of this stunning saga. All new action. So these covers, there's So one is So when I was talking about like reviewing covers, I know Linkara and other people will like review the cover. But what do you do as far as like when you look at like multiple covers? It's like you sometimes get like the guest, like they're not like the artist of the cover is not even of the inside at all, or it's like someone or somebody really like big and famous does something, or it's like how do you rate a cover as far as like what the cover's supposed to do on the shelf? How do you fairly review it?
Well, I think it's interesting to kind of review both of these as a pair.
Well, that's why I bought them.
Well, I know, but just because you've got this one, the primary one, which actually shows Barack.
Yeah.
The Barbarian on the cover. This is issue 1. It shows the guy, and you got the villain in the background.
Well, it's Cheney. It's Dick Cheney.
Yeah, it's Cheney.
This is so funny
He's
to me.
like the penguin.
It's so weird that they have Cheney in particular instead of say Bush, maybe.
We have the first cover, which establishes Barack the Barbarian
with stroking the cover. He's not that ripped.
Yes, he is in this one.
Well, he is there.
Not in reality.
Not in reality. And Sarah Palin is not that hot either.
No, she's not. But
it's freaking Baroness in a skin-tight outfit.
Yeah. So this is the establishing the characters, and this is the eye-catching.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, the great thing about the Palin cover is it catches your eye no matter what.
Yeah.
Like just one, if you recognize her as Sarah Palin, you're like, what the fuck is this?
Well, you might even think it's like, is that Sarah Palin?
Yeah, or you might think, oh, is this a crossover? And it's like Baroness in a Conan sort of world, because she looks like Baroness. I don't know what you want me to do about that. Or you might be thinking, why is she wearing nothing in the goddamn tundra?
Sitting on the snow.
Sitting on the snow. Not in it, mind you.
Apparently
she's kind of a hard ass.
Yeah.
Hey!
Nice.
But, this is 1A, this is 1B, so this is the primary cover, so I usually go by the primary cover and that's the official one that you review for as what's primarily going to be on the shelf.
It's supposed to be on the shelf, because usually with these kind of situations, you buy a certain number of the original cover, and they'll give you, some of the other covers.
A lot of times what I'm noticing that the A and Bs tend to be about equal, and then it's when you get the CD and so forth, they get a little bit more rare. And we'll talk about covers more on another episode, but I think both of these covers, the A I think is a lot better of an overall shot than this one, which really doesn't convey as much. I mean, you got the superimposed villain in the background. I'll get you!
It's very much designed after the old Conan.
Yeah. I think this conveys a lot more. But this one is more eye-catching. It's. I think there's something about the design. It's bolder. I mean, this is kind of gets lost in the browns.
Everything is brown. The same color. This one is a little more
pop.
Pops,
So I heard you giggling maniacally on this first page.
But of course he's riding a donkey.
Well, yes.
Why
were you laughing?
Because it's hilarious. they're doing a Barbarian story formed around the political battle for the presidency, and it's actually kind of clever, and it's not totally, it's not done mean-spirited, I think it's not, it kind of just is talking about the whole political spectrum in this
which we find out later is being told as sort of like legend of the past.
The legend of the
almost
past.
We don't even know, but it looks post-apocalyptic.
Yeah, and it's very neat because you realize that you're watching all this through the eyes of children, coming from the filter of a guy who is clearly, probably a couple of generations removed from this, at the very least. So he says things like, "Oh, dead dinosaurs cart these carts around. They carry the carts around." We would understand that to mean oil, petroleum, gasoline. And
I didn't even think that.
Yeah, yes.
I was thinking of like old. I was thinking of like old irrelevant politicians.
Oh, that too. But in this case, it's more literal.
That makes more sense. Okay.
But of course, from the kids' point of view, you get dinosaur bones literally riding
they
cars.
think it's like magic and stuff.
Yeah. Well, it's like, there are special berries that allow you to talk to people on other glaciers.
I love blackberries.
That's hot. I'm like, that's really clever.
Oh, it's not subtle.
Yeah.
No.
It's not subtle.
No.
So let's I'm going to read this first box down here of the actual narration.
No, the funnier stuff is up here at the top.
Well, if you'd like to read that.
All right. Know, O Prince, that before the glaciers ate the world and the rise of the sons of Inuit, there was an age undreamed of when shining republics lay spread across the earth like warm bison blankets under the stars. Britannia, land of crooked teeth. Franconia, famed for soft cheeses. Nippon, target of giant monsters. Swiss Bankara, with its gnome-guarded vaults. But the proudest republic of the world was America. America! Fuck yeah. Reigning supreme in the steaming West. Steaming West.
Oh, yeah.
Hither came Barack of Chicago.
Yeah. Chicago, all these are spelled really funny, so it looks like fancy.
Chicago. Yeah.
Dark-skinned, gimlet-eyed, sword in hand, glib of tongue, a deal-maker, a slayer of monsters with unflappable coolness and ironic sensibility, to grasp firmly the golden ring of history and trample the jeweled executive chairs of Mammon beneath his boots. From the Medoian Chronicles.
Yeah.
I don't get that last line. What is that a reference to?
The Medoian Chronicles?
Yeah.
Maddo.
Oh!
Yeah.
Okay. Doi.
And so Barack came to the most wicked and corrupt of cities, where every word uttered was lie, and every soul was for sale. A place where men traded dark secrets and openly peddled a powerful drug named influence.
Yes.
A place where the interests of the wealthy few were placed before the interests of the needful many. Wanton, waspish, willful, Washington.
That's one thing that I love is like most of these things are like referenced through like nicknames and stuff. It gives the impression that's like, wow, the knowledge is really deteriorated over the centuries.
Yeah. But I kind of love that. I usually what I hate about political pieces of art that is that it's so heavy-handed on one side or another, and this is just plain silly.
This is just
and somehow that makes it all okay.
It makes it work a lot better. I mean, it's clearly pro Barack Obama.
Yeah.
Is not like a apolitical statement completely.
Oh, yeah.
But the thing is, they make fun of the entire political system at the same time,
and it's so over the top.
Oh, completely.
It is.
Yeah. So
I love when this is a good. The second page is a good example of how it's like told from history of legend of how phrases just they lose meaning. It's like, hey, Outlander, want to buy a bridge to nowhere?
Yeah.
Yes.
How's about a nickel bag of promo influence? I'm selling pork by the barrel here. It's just all these crazy things and
genuine designer carpet bags half off today only.
Yeah.
And we have our first glimpses of Hilaria,
yes. Hillary Clinton as a freaking like Amazon queen. That is awesome.
And so immediately Barack is confronted by I don't know,
internet
some jerk
trolls. I don't know.
Maybe internet trolls.
That's what I thought to me that I saw them. But
and he makes quick work of them and just slices them up because they're gonna they're gonna eat his ass.
Yeah, it's literally his mule, donkey. Yeah. But they said ass. It's funny.
It's ass.
But
what was the actual word?
Ass.
My friends don't like you, but they like your ass.
Yeah. It's totally like a mix of like the Star Wars thing with Luke in the bar. Luke and what's his face? Ben. Yeah, in the bar, and then on the top side, they like your ass. Though I think you got a purty mouth, but they're talking about the donkey. Yeah. In this case, they want to eat it. Yeah. It's just like, oh, you mean the donkey? Okay. Anyways, but yeah, he kind of like swings on them. They're like, ha ha ha, you missed, and they all fall apart. And like that's more like an anime,
classic anime style. Yeah. And this is where he meets Manny the Fixer.
Yep.
Yes.
And he's like, this town is ripe for change, Barack. It's always been shady, but it's gone rotten, too rotten, even for us.
Yeah, I love that they've got the Washington Monument here with a $sign on it and elephants.
And the eye at the top.
The eye at the top.
Because that's on the money.
Yeah, the Illuminati. Oh, yeah, I didn't even think of Illuminati. I was thinking Sauron.
No.
This is very much
Illuminati.
Yeah, because of the triangle on it.
It's the Masons.
The Masons,
actually.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Close enough. They always,
the Illuminati.
They've got so many conspiracies.
So Manny the Fixer is trying to team up with Barack and saying, "You can be the one for change."
Yeah. And they got basically the current. Well, not even current at the time. This was done in 2009, but like at the time of this story. Like president, it's Bush. I think they pronounce it.
Yeah,
Bush, and
I am calling him Bush from now on.
Yeah, and then Cheney the Vizier.
Yeah, and Cheney's like this, looking like a warlock, and I can picture George Bush like doing that accent that he does when he's looking through this telescope, looking down. And I don't know if I can do a good impression of him, but
they do kind of like have it nice and cut up like that. Just to say it normally.
I love you anyway.
It'll work out.
I love that puppy dog. He's no threat. What have we to worry about is Hilaria and her support from the cult of Bill.
Yes.
Or is it Hilaria or is it Hilaria? It's kind of tough.
It's Hilaria.
And this is where
hilarious. Yeah. I love that Cheney is covered in chains.
Yes.
And we also find out that let's see here. We might have to take extraordinary measures to keep the grand old pachyderms in power. That shouldn't be difficult as long as we keep a certain lady locked up tight and you see the store clang, clang, clang. Yeah. She's not going to get out of there, is she? Not on my watch. So
I want to know who's in there.
I think I know.
I think Michelle Obama.
I think I know. We'll guess at the end because there's one more chance.
Okay, yes, so, I do bring her up again. I couldn't figure it out.
I think I got it, but I'll wait for the end.
Okay.
So we have Barack and Manny in the bar, and Manny's talking about trying to get him up, and two Republicans walk into a bar.
A challenger appears. Here comes a new challenger.
Yeah, so the old warrior and Red Sarah walk into the bar. The fighting queen of the North.
Yeah, it's so great because like everyone's like, I used to respect him until he teamed up with that pig.
Yeah, I love how they portray McCain. It's he used to be great.
Yeah, he was like a respectable candidate.
It says right here, the old one is beholden to the elephant gods, but still has his honor. The strumpet is, well, a strumpet. Yeah. Then there's like this offhanded guy in the corner with an eye patch. I respected him till he teamed up with her.
Yes. That happens so damn much.
Yeah.
Ruined his candidacy.
So they want to kick Barack out, and it's like,
I bet you weren't even born here.
Yeah, I bet you weren't even born. You're an amateur. Get out.
Yeah.
It's like,
it's just weird because like I don't think McCain ever said that, but it's just more of a stand-in for the general.
Yeah, and here's with the populace, it's like Sarah Palin, Red Sarah is like, thanks for stopping by all nighter. Thanks, but no thanks. And the guys are like, what the hot lady said. It's like it's why they picked Sarah Palin to go with the old man.
Yeah. Unfortunately, backfired.
Well, they were trying to get out ahead of the Hillary thing.
Yeah,
right.
Because they didn't know. Yeah, that's true. They were thinking.
Right.
Yeah.
So a fight ensues.
Yeah, they get into a brawl, and this is when we find out this is all a story being told.
Yeah.
The kids are like, "Hey, wait! This is all bullshit." how could they do that? Like they start like pointing out stuff, but they all have like weird like words for shit. Like you can tell once I was kind of going about this earlier that knowledge is really fucking deteriorated. Like this kid's talking about a Meta 5 and a Malcolm X Machina.
yeah, I love that.
It was like.
The story better not have a Malcolm X Machina at the end.
Where just the fucking gods show up and fix everything. I was like, oh my god.
And like, no, this is a legend.
Yeah, I was like, look, do you friggin'... You little piss ass, let me tell the goddamn story.
And I love that, like, the hut or whatever is decorated with, like, the cell phones. Like, basically old forms of communication are just strung up.
Yeah, it doesn't work
anymore. Did you catch the little Bluetooth earpiece?
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah, only when we start looking through this now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I love I'm gonna get a Bluetooth earpiece just so I can hang bones from it.
Yeah, but I love that here. It's like, and there was powerful magic then. Men had enchanted berries that let them speak to others, even when they were on another glacier. I was like, oh, it took me a second. I was like, oh, blackberries. That's adorable.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't get this at all. And mechanical deer that ate things called grass that used to grow out of the ground.
John Deere.
It's this. Yeah, I didn't think of that until like right now. Oh.
Yeah, it's really neat shit. Like just these ideas where they have. This guy's kind of telling the story.
Somebody spent some time on this.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. There's a lot of a lot of love in this comic.
Yeah, there's. The script is fun. The art is fun.
Yeah, like the art weirdly enough is very similar.
Really good.
Yeah.
To the one, even in the Romney one, in terms of its energy, but there's a much more more to do.
More skill in here too.
Well, it feels like there's a lot more control and a lot more deliberation.
Yeah.
So Manny's showing Barack around the town because he's new and he's.
They're in Gorgetown.
Yes.
In Washington. So then he comes to this temple and it's the Lincoln Memorial.
Some god lives here?
Yeah, like,
it's a temple, all right. The temple of the Emancipator, but he doesn't live here. What lives here is an idea.
And this has something to do with what's locked up in the tower. It has everything to do with what's locked up in the tower, and I kind of passed over this, but what was mentioned, what's in there, and what they were talking about at the bar itself, Barack believes that it was a treasure in there. Mm-hmm. No, he thought it was a goddess that was in there, and Manny says it's a treasure, and he says, no, it's both, actually.
Yeah, which is what causes the children to call bullshit.
It's like, how can something be two things at once?
Yeah, how can be a treasure and a person? What a goddess, rather.
Yeah,
what the fuck?
A equals A. A does not equal A, and B does not also equal A, sort of thing.
Yeah. Well, it could just be a woman made out of money.
Like those Geico commercials with that biker dude that's made out of money?
Exactly. Yeah. So you can be both.
So Hilaria shows up in Valkyrie costume.
Yeah, this looks awesome. Because they get her likes fairly down. Including her age lines. I really actually appreciated that from an artistic standpoint. Because usually, no matter who it is, they try to make someone look hot unless it's Granny Goodness. You know what I mean? Like everybody, Granny Goodness is the only one who gets to look her age. Everybody else is like eternally 25.
Yeah.
So, but they did that with Hillary, which is tight.
Yeah, she has a little bit of laugh lines.
A little bit of lines, yeah. And then she looks. You kind of need them to get the likeness.
Yeah.
Yeah. And basically, so Hilaria is like part of this other group, a group of Amazons that are trying to break down the walls that held them out, so to speak, and she sees like promise in Barack here. Perhaps you're the surprise attack we need, or perhaps you're just fresh meat for their swords. For now, I am at your service. High five!
High five! Total high five.
And then I love the fact that some of her supporters leave her for supporting him.
Yeah,
because it's like you were supposed to be a woman in office, not another set of gonads. This is horse shit. We're leaving.
So I wonder if these are actually two people that were supporting her, or they're just two random people.
The random.
Well, there was that kind of exodus at the Hillary vote kind of
the ultra blinds. almost blindsided feminists. They're like so absolutely, it's got to be this and no other way. But it's a lot more complicated than that.
Well,
which is kind of why they have him here. I mean,
and then they go see, let's go see what Red Sarah is doing.
Yeah,
maybe she has a better chance. They're just basically
whoever's a woman.
Forget the values, just get a woman in there. It's like which is a little bit what happened.
A little bit, but that's also why here you'll see it probably doesn't work out for the best.
So basically, they're just gonna go ahead and charge into the pit.
The pit.
Yes.
The pit of pundits. The labyrinth of pundits.
This is hilarious. And like pundits are like monsters in here.
Yeah.
You have to go into battle in the pit.
Yeah. In order to get to the entrance to the tower.
Yeah. I love this dude's axe, for example. Here, it's got "Killed Chop" written on the axe in blood. I'm like, dude, I want that axe. Just like if they like any piece of media, I always try to find one piece of memorabilia I would love to own. It would be that "Killed Chop" axe.
I know I didn't. For some reason, I missed that it said Labyrinth of Pundits. And now that it makes this whole thing a lot more funny when I see that. Because also you got the old warrior and Red Sarah show up.
Yeah, and they both fight the pundits too.
Here's the
he's
thing.
like, I don't think we want to go down there. And Sarah's like, let's go!
Yeah, it's like, should we fight them first or go on through? It's like, let's take them with us. So they have to face them too. So that and here it's like the old man is going to be too crafty for that because he's old. He's
seen that
but
shit.
Sarah isn't.
Yeah, and then immediately
she'll take the bait.
I love the fact that she has a bow, but then decides to jump into combat. I was like, no, you actually could just stay up there.
You have a ranged weapon.
Not deal with this shit. But that's like doubly showing her lack of intelligence, I suppose. Where it's like.
No. It's playing on her thing as the shooting wolves and the.
Oh shit! You're right.
Yeah, she has to have a ranged weapon.
Oh my god.
I
miss all this.
They mentioned that before. They mentioned that too.
This page is probably like, okay, we have barbarian politicians fighting orc pundits.
Yes.
Trolls.
I wish politics was this awesome.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
I mean, look at this dude. This dude has like a giant piece of metal strapped to wood with nails in it. Like that.
This is how
I would watch the shit out of these debates.
Yes. Oh my god.
You know the political cartoons that are in like newspaper. Those things called newspapers.
Yeah. Those old things that once existed.
I think they're still around.
They're about as outdated as the ideas that are in here being told by the old man. It's like the same amount of time has passed in my head.
If we had this in those newspapers,
we
might buy some.
Well, you know what happened? They become webcomics would be too damn good.
Well, actually, the editorial cartoonists are trying to save newspapers.
Well, of course they are.
And they're like, we're not going to go. Because Kurt's tried to get them to do that. They're like, screw off.
Well, the thing is, they're getting paid.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
They're not going to give away a paycheck to be on the web.
Right.
That's
because
stupid.
they don't know how to do it.
Well, that too, but it's also stupid to give up a paycheck that you know is coming, and you can keep doing what you love doing while getting paid.
But that paycheck's getting smaller every year.
Exactly, but it's still there.
Right.
That's why they're like, "Fuck you, we're gonna make this."
They're gonna ride that dog until that dog don't hunt anymore.
Yeah, yeah. I do know that some people do end up start putting up their older stuff online, which is it's at least a start. But there's a great action scene that you got some great faces here.
Yeah,
the art is awesome.
McCain, he's like stabbing the shit out of his arm though.
Yeah, and so
I like the old warrior McCain.
Old warrior McCain is awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Even Archer Palin gets some good shots in, man.
Yeah, it's this is where a comic from a political standpoint is not made with hate.
Yeah.
It's made with
having fun with kind of the ludicrousness of the whole thing. It definitely takes sides, but it's just having fun with the silliness of the whole process.
Pretty much, unless you're a diehard Republican, it's really hard to get really offended. And I mean diehard like you're fucking scary, there's something wrong with your head. I mean,
you still actually like George W. after all this time.
Yeah, like Mr. like what was he like 10, 20% looking approval rate. if you're one of those cats, you might get mad.
And here we get to like the last page where you see a little bit of Boosh and the Vizier.
Yeah. I feel so bad for Boosh in this version, man. He's just like, oh god, they're coming to kill me. And he's like, yeah, it's kind of my fault, but fuck it. Yeah. You moron, you're just gonna get screwed over by me.
Yeah. Don't get your panties in a knot. He still has no idea what he's up against. We will prevail. But if she gets out, she won't. We changed the rules, remember?
Yeah.
I will bet you $5 each.
Yeah.
Lady Liberty's in there.
Oh. Ooh, that's way cooler than what
I have no idea.
See, I was thinking it was the female voting populace.
Yeah, could be too.
Oh, God. But no, I haven't read the rest of the comic. I want to find the rest of this because this is fun.
This is really
This
cool.
is absolutely fun.
This is a succeed just because
absolutely.
we're all sitting I want to see
this
the
is absolutely
rest of
succeed.
story.
I want to find the rest of these. Maybe it's in trade. I'm not sure. But
next issue, Lost in the Labyrinth of Pundits.
Oh God.
I want to know who shows up. I want to know Riley Orc. Riley Orc.
Oh my God, dude! Like,
level boss.
Oh my God, like O'Reilly versus Jon Stewart.
Yes.
Like before the actual one.
Does Stephen Colbert show up?
Oh my God, if Colbert was in here.
And he's a bear?
Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay.
A bear with an eagle head?
I hope they do this.
Let's not overhype ourselves.
I know, it's probably not what's going to happen.
Let's not overhype ourselves with this 4-year-old comic.
Yeah, it's true.
That's
true.
3-year-old.
Yeah, 3. Still, but
yeah.
Well, it was made in 2008, released in 2009.
Okay.
Still, either way.
Yeah.
Totally dated by the time this video comes out.
This is dated now, but still interesting. Funny.
So overwhelming succeeds. This is fun.
Yeah.
And I think I wrote in my notes. Politics are actually interesting from this perspective.
Yeah,
it's true.
So so that is Barack the Barbarian, #1 from Devil's Due Publishing.
Yep.
Devil's Due.
Incorporated.
On a standard Friday evening when there isn't much to do, we put on some Marvin Gaye and do it dressed as Carol.